Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Oleksandra Tomashevska and I'm a professional tax advisor. Today we are going to talk about financial sanctions if you don't obey the rules of tax paying and tax reporting. You can get the fine. So there are several types of fines and there are various amounts of money and various types of these rules you can disobey. But in general, we can say that it is administrative responsibility, so you can get the fine as the administrative process, or you can, for example, work that bad that you can get a criminal responsibility, which is much more unpleasant thing. So first of all, we start with simple things. Imagine you didn't file your tax reporting, so you forgot about that, or you did it late. You will get just simple administrative fine, which is 340 hryvnias. For now, is less than $10, and it's a first time. If you did that the first time, you'll get just small fine. But if you decide that you can take this habit more often, so you can disobey the rules on a regular basis, it's very dangerous. First, your fine will increase to 1,020 hryvnias, which is, we can say, about $30, like that. It's still a small amount, but we have a lot of different reports, so you can make it big. Then the systematic disobeying the rules, if you don't obey the rules usually, right? So it can be more complicated because you can get the status of a risk taxpayer, for example, not transparent. Your activity is not transparent. You do wrong things, So be careful with the terms of tax reporting. That's important. And the same thing is with the tax paying terms. So if you skip the term, the fine can be different because sometimes it's 10% of the amount if the term is not too long. For example, not more than 30 days, and you pay your tax with a month. It's just 10%. If you don't pay your tax for more long time, for more than 30 days, can be 20% of the amount. Of course, if you have tax audit and tax inspection is checking all your accounting and all your tax reporting, and for example, they find some mistakes, let's say that way. So if they find mistakes and you didn't pay enough taxes, they can recount them, and of course you'll pay the tax, and you'll pay also 25% of fine. And if it's the habit, right, if you every year you do these mistakes and do not pay enough, they can use 50% fine rate. So usually it's not that bad, but if you don't agree with this results of the audit, please sue to the court, because it's better to obey your rights, so to understand your rights. Do not hesitate to do that. That's right way to protect yourself and your business. And what about criminal responsibility? So usually it's something more than only you forgot to send tax report, So it's more about, we can say, money laundering. We can say that you had a thought that you probably want to pay something. So it's when you're planning to not pay taxes, when you're constructing the schemes and you avoid taxation. It's important. You have to be aware of this mistake, and also the amount of your tax avoiding is important as well, because the rule is if it is more than 4 million grivnas, which is about $100,000 of the tax you didn't pay. So if you didn't pay this amount, it can be the criminal responsibility. So I wish you to be very, very careful, because tax authority is not a funny place to discuss your business and even to communicate with. Honestly, they are not funny guys. So please pay attention to the terms, conditions, and circumstances, and use very, very good service to help you to obey all the Ukrainian rules. Because, well, I think in every country, tax authority is not friendly organization. I suppose it's true. So I wish you a very, very good business in Ukraine, and see you next week on Monday. That was Oleksandra Tomashevska. Thank you.